They say love can build kingdoms and destroy them too. Have you ever felt like finding true love is just impossible? Or maybe you've wondered why beauty seems so out of reach. Well, the story we're about to tell might explain why. Because when it comes to love and beauty, real love, irresistible beauty, everything leads back to one goddess, Aphrodite. Before we dive into the drama, do us a favor. If you're into mythology, gods, love stories, or epic legends, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, A God Circle. Trust us, you don't want to miss the tales we have lined up for you. Let's set the scene. The wind is soft. The waves crash gently along a quiet shore. Then, suddenly, foam bubbles rise from the sea. It churns, it sparkles, and from its glistening foam, she appears, naked, radiant, glowing like golden fire kissed by the ocean sun. Her hair flows like silk, her eyes shimmer like the morning sky. That was the day the world met Aphrodite. The gods above gasped, the mortals below felt their hearts skip. Flowers bloomed wherever her feet touched, doves circled overhead. And just like that, love itself had taken form. Some say she was born from the sea, created from the aftermath of a cosmic battle. Others claim she's the daughter of mighty Zeus. But no matter how she came to be, one thing's for sure, nothing was ever the same again.
They think they can control me, marry me off like a prize. I am desire itself. I choose who loves. I choose who falls.
Now, Aphrodite didn't just look like love. She was it. But love, as you might know, isn't always peaceful. It's wild, passionate, messy, and that's exactly the kind of love she brought into the world. Up on Mount Olympus, the gods were arguing. Aphrodite was too powerful, too desired. Everyone wanted her, and that was dangerous. So Zeus said, "Let's marry her off." Problem solved. And who did he choose? Hephaestus, the god of fire and blacksmithing. A kind soul, but not exactly a heartthrob. Crippled, sweaty, always covered in soot. But Aphrodite, she smiled. She didn't protest. She played along. Because while the gods thought they were controlling her, Aphrodite already had other plans. While Hephaestus was in his forge, hammering weapons, Aphrodite was dancing with another god, Ares, the god of war. Can you picture it? Love and war, fire and fire. Every time they met, sparks flew literally. Their affair was wild and loud and full of longing. And one night they were caught. Hephaestus forged a golden net and trapped them mid-embrace. The gods laughed. But Aphrodite, she wasn't ashamed, because love doesn't follow rules, and neither did she.
Let them laugh. Love is never quiet. It breaks walls. It breaks rules. It breaks hearts.
Not all of Aphrodite's love stories took place among the gods. Some of the most powerful ones began far from Olympus in forests, in silence, in stolen moments between the divine and the human. By and one of them, it would become one of the most tragic love stories in all of Greek myth. One day in the forest, Aphrodite saw a boy, a mortal named Adonis. His beauty was breathtaking. Even she, the goddess of beauty herself, stood still. She watched him hunt, run, laugh. She followed him like a whisper in the wind. And slowly she fell in love, not just with his face, but his fire, his youth, his spirit. But their love wasn't simple. Persephone, the queen of the underworld, wanted him too. The two goddesses fought, heaven and hell, battling over one mortal man. Eventually, they struck a deal. Adonis would spend part of the year with each of them, but love is cruel sometimes. Adonis was gored by a wild boar during a hunt. Some say Ares, jealous and bitter, sent the beast. Aphrodite felt it the moment it happened, a pull in her chest. She ran, barefoot, heart pounding through the woods, till she found him, lifeless, crimson pooling beneath him. She screamed. Where he died, red flowers bloomed.
Why do the ones I love always slip through my fingers?
They say those are anemones, fragile, fleeting, like love itself. Now comes the story that changed the world. The one that proves Aphrodite's beauty wasn't just enchanting, it was catastrophic. The judgment of Paris. It all started at a wedding. The gods were celebrating. Everyone was invited except Ares, the goddess of discord. Furious, she crashed the party and threw a golden apple into the crowd. On it,
To the fairest.
3 goddesses stepped forward: Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. None would back down. So they found a mortal prince of Troy to decide. Each goddess tried to sway him. Hera promised kingdoms and power. Athena offered glory and victory in war. Aphrodite, she leaned in and whispered,
I will give you the love of the most beautiful woman in the world.
that woman, Helen of Sparta, already married. Paris didn't hesitate. He gave the apple to Aphrodite, and in return, she gave him Helen. The moment Paris took Helen from her husband, war exploded. Kingdoms clashed. Heroes died. Troy burned.
They blamed me for the war, but I only gave him what he asked for. Love has always had a price.
But Aphrodite didn't regret it. In the chaos of war, she walked among the living. She protected her son Aeneas on the battlefield, wrapping him in a veil, hiding him from swords and flames. She wept for the pain her beauty caused, but she never denied it, because love isn't harmless. It demands, it risks, it consumes. And those who chase it like Paris, like Adonis often, pay the price.
You call it a gift, but some nights I wonder if beauty is a curse, to be adored, but never truly known.
Even her son, Aristine wings. Mischievous smile continues her chaos. One arrow, and kings abandon empires. Queens weep, lovers crash. He learned it all from her. Thousands of years later, we still feel her touch. Every love story, every heartbreak, every time someone says, I just want something real. That's her. She lives in poems, in paintings, in perfume ads, in every mirror we stare into, hoping to see something beautiful looking back. She reminds us that love isn't just kisses and resists, jealousy, desire, sacrifice. It's making the wrong choice because it feels right. It's laughing, crying, chasing something we can't quite explain. That's Aphrodite, not a goddess, on a distant mountain, but the one sitting beside us when we fall in love. The whisper behind every heartbeat. The reason we write songs and cry at movies. She's in us. And whether we like it or not, we're all playing her game. If this story stirred something in you, if it made you feel, imagine, wonder, then show some love. Like this video. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into gods, myths, and celestial chaos. This is a God circle where myths come alive and legends speak. Tell us in the comments, what does love mean to you? And what story of Aphrodite moved you the most? Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay divine.